I got the flu the last couple of days. And one wonders what is the point of this unnecessary thing in my life. My weakness tells me to give up, my frailty tells me to try a little harder. I prayed this morning for God to heal me. I prayed in a specific way. I have a sense of the physics of it, that there is something to it. I had listened to a man, Graham Cook, who taught that we can consider a specific idea or sentence. We can imagine that God asks us, who do you want me to be in this moment, or in this situation? Or alternatively, we can pray, oh God, I want you to be a healer, the God of heals, in this moment, in this situation, or a deliverer, or whatever we need in our situation. Now I think there is something to this, however impotent it may seem in our misery, in our repeated habit of thought that life and ideas are greater than us, and not in the mood for us, as we huddle in our crevices. The above idea may work because the miracle from God passes through our brain, that is, it needs a way of thinking. The brain forms spaces, places, doors, and platforms in the heavenly dimensions. In my prayer I focus on God's presence, I use my senses, my inner feelings, I behold Him, however vague. I want you to be my healer in this situation. Then with my mind I see Him in this way. However vague, in my focus, I feel and see the healing light, I see Him as a healer. When I narrow, as it were, His healing, to a point of focus, I create a platform of realness or actuality. And in that moment too, I try not to think of anything else in the space I created. I just see Him as the healer, nothing else outside of this lucid image and feeling. Imagine if one thinks of a single thing and nothing else nearby. Let us think without clutter. Our mind believes we must carry the clutter around. Clarity and specificity are subject to the mind, and are agents of heaven, the sharp point in space, just this and nothing else, for that moment. Do things travel from heaven to through the narrow point of a needle? Possibly. And this sharp point of the needle is lucidity of thought, specificity of thought, with self-awareness, because we must be aware of ourselves, aware of awareness, in this clarity, and think, in that moment of nothing else. If we are not aware of ourselves in this moment of prayer, then it is merely our emotion that is praying, a false self, a lesser self that lives in our library of selves, a habitual creature that moves about and groans as us. This creature cannot raise self-awareness to realness, nor touch stillness of thought.